All right, Facebook. I told you I was coming at 5 o'clock. It's now 4:59, and we're just probably less than a minute away where the curfew is on here. But before I get started, I definitely want to say this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and definitely be glad in it. I'm so glad to be alive. As I always say, clothed in my right mind and good health. No sickness is looming over my mind and my body. So I'm grateful to be living. And I'll take my health over wealth. Somebody didn't hear me. I'm taking my health over wealth any day. Because all this stuff out here that's going on, if you ain't got your health, you ain't got nothing. Trust me, people. And we need to take this thing serious. A lot of us think this is a joke. Just get sick and be on the ventilator. Get sick when everybody looking at you like they don't want to touch you, like you the plague or something. Just get sick. Get sick. My connection acting up, but I'm still here. I'm going to still keep talking. I tell you, people. There's a lot going on here in the city of Chicago. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for allowing me to come in your personal space, in your car, your work, your home, wherever you may be today. I thank you. I really appreciate you. I'm speaking from a black perspective now. And no disrespect to no other race out there then, but I'm talking to my people. I can identify with the people that look like me better than those that don't. Only thing I know about white people, the history that I've been told by my people. And let me just say this, people, to my brothers. I want to talk to my young brothers first. And I know you're grown, and some of you are teenagers, and you become grown, and you're like, man, this is martial law. This is not martial law, but it's a type of martial law. Now, martial law, in order for martial law to be proved to be said or given out here, it has to pass through Congress first, okay? Let's get that point. Now, one thing I'm gonna tell you about the white man. When he can't scare you and he can't intimidate you to do what he wants you to do, his next stage is by force. He used violence. And we don't want to get to violence. I don't think we're ready for that right now. And we shouldn't even be having that conversation right now. But let me just say this to the brothers. Now, the governor, the mayor have laid down this new curfew today at 5 o'clock as I speak right now. I'm taking it serious because I don't want to be out there in the grocery store, in the bank, on public transportation, dragging something back in and get somebody sick. Now, some of you ain't gonna forgive yourself. Just work with me now. We're gonna look at both sides of it now. I'm gonna look at the positive side. I'm gonna look at another negative side. So just say for instance, you outside, which you ain't got no destination. You just outside getting air. Just running around, and you contact the virus, okay, and you bring it home to your newborn baby, you bring it home to your elderly grandparents, you bring it home to your asthmatic daughter or asthmatic sister, or you bring it home to your HIV positive brother and sister or uncle, which have a weak immune system. You bring it home to your diabetic sister or brother. Just think about that, brother. Listen, I said in a speech before in one of my lives, if this is going to be an epidemic, I guarantee you, and I can almost put my life on it, it's going to hit our community the hardest. Well, you said, why? You said it's by design. See, there's a scripture in the Bible in 2 Chronicles 7:14. No, that ain't the one I want to use. The one I want to use, it says, my people perish for the lack of knowledge. Now, you can apply that to spiritually, and you can apply that as natural. So how would you know how to protect yourself when you don't know nothing about this virus? You have not took the time to read up on it, listen to the news, do some research, listen to social media. you're vulnerable. And normally we are the last one that get information. I'm talking about our community now. Remember, I love being black. Black love, black power, black unity. For real, I love being black. I love who I am. I'm not ashamed of my kinky hair. I'm not ashamed of my full lips and my broad nose or my caramel complexion. Not at all. But I got to tell you the truth. Let's take this thing serious. Not everybody that's sick around you have the virus. But let me say this. Those of you that's asthmatic, you better be careful. You really better be careful. Especially if you have respiratory problems. And give you an example. You can touch a pole and you rub your hand in your face like this. Now, you don't know if the virus is right here and you snort a little bit and it gets into right up in here. Get right all up in this area right here. Then it go down to your throat area. Then it enter to your lungs. Now you need to be on a respiratory. Now people, this thing is serious. Now is it a scare tactic? Yes, it may be. Until we find out what's going on. And I'm not only worried about the virus, I'm worried about what they're not telling us, people. We could be in war right now and don't even know it. Trust me. Don't even know it, people. We don't know what's going on in the upper administration, if I may say that. I mean, this thing is real, people. And we worry about being outside kicking it. And instead of worry about our health. Without your health, you're nothing. Don't nobody want you. I don't care how fine you are, what you have. Some of you guys are talking about the stimulus money, the $1,000 stimulus money. You won't be able to spend it if you're sick. You might be checking up out of here. People, we definitely don't know. We don't know what's going on. We only know what they tell us, people. So keep your eyes and your ears open so we can listen and find out what's going on around us, people. We have everybody is scrambling for information. This person knows a little bit, this person knows a little bit, this person knows a little bit, but we don't have the full truth, people. We don't know the full story. We could be in a chemical, biological warfare right now and don't even know it, people. Don't even know it. And it could be just against our race. I don't know. I'm not saying that now. I don't know. But I do know if it be a lot of death, it's going to be in our community. Trust me, because we're not taking this serious. We're too busy turning up and not paying attention. Now that they have given us a curfew to be in the house, and maybe this is going to work good on our part. Maybe to kill some of that murdering spirit that's in the air amongst us. I'm talking about us, not them. I'm talking about us. Now listen, people. Young brothers, let me talk to my young bloods first. You young brothers, you tough brothers. I'm talking to you, the ones that, you got a pistol, you think you can kill the whole world with a case of bullets. That's not going to happen. But listen, this is not a time to give the police a staring match or mean mug. We're not out here for that, okay? We don't want to make this against the police in a sense. Okay, and believe me, the police want to have less contact as possible with us. Trust me. They are trying to go home to their family without being sick or anything. Trust me. They don't like us and we don't like them. So be it. But this is business, people. I'm trying to have less contact with people as possible as I can. Trust me. Because I don't know what they have. I only know what I have. And might not know what I have if I haven't been tested. So we have to think about that, people. We have to use our mind. But then let me say another thing too. This don't mean that you go out and break in people's businesses because they close down until this storm is over with. Let us respect each other's businesses in our area. Whether you like them or not, let us respect people's business. Let us respect people's houses. Not to break in the houses because you know the Joneses is going out of town. That don't mean for you to go break in their house because you know they're going out of town. Don't do that, people. Right now, we can't suffer no more. We're under enough pressure right now. I'm just praying that everything blow over, people. But we got to watch well as pray. Okay, now, For my older people, you know better. You should know. Experience have taught you. We may not ever seen a thing like this ever happen again, but we have to encourage our youth, our young people, and tell them just lay low and let this blow over right now. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Only movement that we should really be having right now is like going to the store, going to the job, going to the hospital to visit. If we sick, go to the hospital, or knock on some older people's doors and ask them, are they okay? Take them some food. I mean, we should not, it just hypothetically speaking, I'm a police officer and I see you standing on 61st and Cottage Grove at 12 noon. And I ride back past at 2 o'clock. You still standing right there. Come on now, brother. Come on, brother. Now, I understand if you ain't got nowhere to go. Now, I understand that's different. But I'm talking to those that have somewhere to go. Some of these people out here in the street don't have nowhere to go. They don't look homeless. They probably dress better than you and I. But they're homeless. They don't have anywhere to go. I understand. But brother and sister, if you have somewhere to go, please go home. You know, hey, have you a get together, 10 or less at the house. Have a barbecue, you know, have a card game, you know what I'm saying? Just spending time with the family, you know, we could just right now, we can take time and to bond with each other, bond with our children. Now listen, this is time to really be a parent. Now parents, you can't push your child off to the school now. Now you finna see what the teacher was talking about with your daughter and with your child. You finna see now. So don't get upset at J.B. Pritzker, Lori Lightfoot, or Donald Trump, because we really don't know what's going on. So let's make this happen, people. This thing is so serious. They have closed down the casinos. They have closed down the churches. You can't even go into the funeral home. They let you go 10 at a time. So this thing is serious, people. Well, you say, well, they putting fear in us. Of course. That's how they rule, in fear. Trust me, they rule in fear, people. But that don't mean not to be alert. Trust me. I'm just trying to say this thing right here to save lives. That's all what I'm about. I'm about justice. That's all I'm about. I'm not trying to get into a shootout with the police, and I don't believe the police trying to get a shootout with us. Because we're staring contests to show them how tough we are. I ain't going to do what you say. And let me say this to y'all, some of y'all. Some of y'all that been locked up in prison, and listen, when you was out here on the street, you weren't doing nothing but robbing, stealing, killing, doing all types of things against your own community. But when you got into prison, you got into a structured environment. They told you when to eat. They told you when to sleep. They told you when to wake up. They told you when you can go out in the yard. And you came out looking good. Now here, when you came out, you couldn't handle your independence. Some of us can't handle independence. We have to be told and made to do a thing, people. Trust me, this thing is real. People, is real. Trust me. I don't know what's going to happen in the next couple of days, how long this is going to go on. But people, we got to keep our eyes open and our ears open. We have to listen. We have to find out information. Every day, information is coming. Do this make us a punk because we stand in the house? No. Do this make us a chump? No, none of this. But we have to be careful. We got to be careful that we don't bring something that's outside into the fold and affect our sickly grandmother, our newborn baby. We have to be careful, people. We don't know what's in the air. We don't know what's in the water. We don't know what's in the food. We say, well, Martin, why you said it? We are not the preparers of it. We don't grow our own food, people. We don't purify our own water, people, not on a mass scale, if I may use that and say that. That's all I'm saying, people. And we don't want to get to the point where food is scarce and then we got to start robbing and breaking in each other's houses and doing all. We don't want to get to that point, people. I'm trying to just keep us cool and, hey, let's do this thing. But in the meanwhile, I want to flip the coin a little bit. It's a reason why they're asking us to stay in the house. Could it be not the virus only? Could be they want to do something outside. You don't know. We don't know. So that don't mean because we're honoring this curfew that they gave us, told us to be in at 5 o'clock and limit our movement unless we're going to work and all that. But we still have to watch what's going on outside of that, people, because we don't want our water to get poisoned. We don't want our food to be tampered with. So we have to keep our eyes open. Those of you that's working in the hospital, you need to give us information. Those of you that's CTA bus drivers, you need to give us information what you see. Those of you who are postal people, you need to give us information. Those of you who are in the medical field, doctors, those of you scientists, you need to pass that information down. Get on the phone. You know, if they monitor you, tell us so we can know. This is about survival right now. It's not about no money with us. We're trying to survive. We're trying to live so we can be here, live and see another day. You know it's serious. They don't even want Reb and them to open up the church and have 10 more. So you know it's serious, people. It's serious. So we don't know. We really don't know what's going on. We only know what they tell us, people. This thing might be deeper than the coronavirus. It might be a little deeper than that, people. We just don't know. They can't really tell us, or they won't tell us. I got to tell the truth and shame the devil, people. And I'm not trying to sound like a conspiracy theory and all that. But in order to solve questions, you got to ask questions. You got to look for solutions. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to give us solutions to how to handle this. This is a new look, people. We on unfamiliar ground right now. People are buying guns. Not that look like you and I. White people are buying guns. We don't know what's going on. This is not a fear tactic. But every man and every woman should protect themselves at all costs. Now, and we want to follow the law, but within the law, we have to use our mind too. Now, if my mama or my sister's sick, I'm finna walk them to the car and take her to the hospital. I don't care what they got going on. And if I'm hungry, I'm walking out that door and going to get something. But this stay-at-home order is not that. If you need to walk your pet, walk your pet. That's all I'm saying, people. Walk your pet. You know, listen, if you want to chill with your girl, go chill with your girl. We don't have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? But limit your mobility, people, because we don't know what's going on. We may be in a silent war. Globally, if I may say that. Black people, we're always in war with racism and white supremacy. But people, this is on a larger scale we don't know. So we have to honor that. They are closing everything. Did you see they are putting plywood boards downtown on businesses and residential places and stuff like that? So they are expecting something. Why would they even do something like that, people? So I'm going to tell you, people, just let me just say this. With the food that we're eating, try not to consume the food so fast because we don't know how long they're going to allow the stores to stay open. We don't know how long the truck's going to stop, if they're going to stop bringing food in. We don't know. So don't just, because you see all this food in the freezer, just don't eat it up. Just take your time eating it and just eat it a little bit at a time because we might need that and later. We don't know if the light's going to get cut off. We don't know if the gas going to get cut off. I'm not trying to scare you, but we have to think about these things. We have to plan. That's why we're in a position that we're in now, right now. We can't even feed ourselves as a black race. We're messed up. They have to feed us. They have to give us purified water right now. Seriously, people. Even the richest person in your mind, they don't own no water well. They don't control electricity. They don't control gas. So all what they own is temporary, it's nothing. Only people that's probably in good shape right now are people that own land and they're a farmer. They're growing their own food, fruits and vegetables, and raising their own cattle and chickens and stuff like that. And they have their fish farms and stuff. This thing is serious, people. Trust me. Let's not doubt what's going on. Sickness, all sickness is not unto death. And just like the AIDS epidemic, they let the Hollywood people get it first. Rock Hudson, Liberace, Arthur Ashe, the tennis player, then it hit the gay community, then it hit the black community, hit us the hardest. And it's the same thing right now. It might be population control, people. Right now, we're trying to get under control. We want our people to be safe. Arm yourself with knowledge. Knowledge is power. Somebody say, well, Martin, what you don't know can't hurt you. I say what you don't know can kill you. I'm just talking common sense. No, I'm not a scientist. No, I'm not a doctor. None of that. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I have logic. I'm spiritual. I see things. And I'm just sharing this information with you guys right there. I'm not trying to put fear into nobody. I'm just saying use your common sense. This don't make you no punk because you sitting in the house. Trust me. You might save your life. You may save your own life by staying in the house and not mingling with other people. And those of you smoking cigarettes and blunts, passing it around and all that, you got to be careful because that virus can be in your throat too. You have to be careful. I'm not, hey, you do what you want to do, you grown, but I'm not a smoker. So I don't share things like that, no way. So just be careful, drinking behind people and stuff like that. I mean, just be careful. We don't need this. We just don't want our race to be all messed up. You know, it's a possibility. We don't want people to drop dead and not knowing the knowledge and stuff like that. Some of you guys don't believe it. But I tell you one thing, get sick and you're going to find out how many friends you got. Get sick when you need somebody to bring you something. Get sick and start coughing and you're going to find out how many friends that you have that want to be around you. They ain't going to want to talk to you. Right now, if somebody coughing around me, I'm looking like, oh, is they sick? That's my mentality right now. And they may not be sick. I got to tell the truth, people. I'm telling you. This thing is real, people. And we have to educate ourselves. And those of us that have elderly people, let us check on them. Take them some food. Call, phone call. Don't forget about them. People that are sick that you know, give them a call, visit them, let them know that you're thinking about them. Take some food over there. Ask them, are they all right, people? Charity begins at home. You can't tell me you love God, whom you never seen, and your brother right in front of you, and you don't do nothing for him or her. People, you can't make no money if you sick. You ain't gonna be in no good mood if you sick. Trust me. When you sick and down and out, don't nobody like being sick. Nobody like being sick. Trust me, it's no good feeling being sick, people. I'm telling the truth. People, we have to support one another. We have, people. I'm talking to the black people. This is a black perspective. We have, people. And if we don't support one another and we don't give one another information, we need information. We need information. And my heart goes out for the mail carriers. I know y'all out there. My heart goes out for the nurses, the bus drivers. My heart goes out for you guys. Trust me. I'm going to be out there. I'm going to be doing a little movement, videoing and just checking out different things and letting you guys know. But people, if you don't have to be out there, don't go out there. Trust me. If you don't have to be out there, don't go out there. You know, limit your movement. Trust me. Until we get this thing under control, till we find out necessary information, get under control. That don't make you no punk or you soft because you stand in the house. Trust me. And listen, even if you get killed, they're only letting 10 people see the body at a time anyway in these funeral homes. They're not letting 10 or more people come in these funeral homes at one time. I'm telling you, people, I'm telling you. Maybe this is the time that we can bond and mend broken relationships. Maybe this is the time that we can bond with our children, that we be gone away from 10 hours a day while we at work or at school trying to make a living for them. And my heart goes out too for a lot of you guys out there. You guys been terminated. You've been laid off right now off of your job because the job is not bringing any money, any revenue in. Have shut down. This thing is serious, people. And listen, it's easy for me to say, don't worry about paying no bills. I wouldn't say that, but your health is number one. Health is over everything. You can get another home. You can find another job, but your health is number one. People, remember, if you don't remember nothing I say today, remember your health is number one. You need health. Some of us are grandparents. Some of us are parents. Some of us are caretakers. Some of us are law enforcement. Some of us are attorneys. We have professions. Some of us are media people. We have professions, but we have to keep ourselves well, people. And that's all I'm saying. I don't mean to drag this on. I don't mean to dog nobody, call you dumb and stupid if you don't do this, people. But I'm going to tell you this. If they can't limit our movement, what's coming next is force coming next. And it might not be what you want. Trust me. And it may not be what you want. In other foreign countries, you know what they do when the people don't obey them? They cut the gas off and the lights, the electricity. And remember, now, if they stop the trucks from bringing food into Chicago, we in trouble. What we going to do? A lot of us not survivors. Some of us can't fast. We never fast. And some of us don't have enough food to sustain more than a week or two. So people, we got to play this by ear. I'm telling you, people, we got to play this by ear. We don't know what's going on in the higher administration. We only know what they are allowing us to know and what they're telling us. Unless a whistleblower come and tell us what's really going on outside of the virus. And like our brother Dwayne said, martial law is no joke. We're not under martial law. Now, there's a difference. You know, this is a stay-at-home order. They testing the water. And you already seen that them Jeeps came in on a train. Everybody seen that video. So they getting prepared. Don't think they're not getting prepared now. Trust me. And they've been making all these FEMA camps and all that. So don't think, trust me, while we out here trying to solve crimes amongst our community, the white man, they going to the moon. So they far advanced ahead of us in thinking in certain things. We're smart people, don't get me wrong. Now, I'm not putting ourselves down now. But people, we don't stick together enough to get things done. We got to get under code, people. Trust me. As long as we got people feeding us, we're depending and relying on them. We have to learn how to feed ourselves. What made Black Wall Street so successful? They had their own banks, their own school, their own grocery stores, their own land. They work together, people. And this white supremacist system has vowed to never allow us to have another Black Wall Street, not on this earth. But people, we have to put our brilliant minds together. Y'all pray for me as I pray for you. And those of you sick, I pray for your speedy recovery. And I appreciate everybody for listening to my live. No, I don't have all the answers. I'm only giving to you what God gave to me to put in my spirit. And I release myself to you. Now, what you do with it is on you. You can't say, I didn't tell you. I didn't warn you. Only, let's just follow orders, people. You know, let's not get into a staring match with the Chicago police or shootout, because this is not what this is about. This is about limited your movement. That's all what this is about. Now, I understand for the homeless people don't have nowhere to go. I understand they have to be outside unless it's a shelter that takes them in. I understand, but some of us is no excuse for us. If you have a place to go, sit in the house. Trust me. Go barbecue in the backyard. Call a couple of guys over, you know, kick it, play some cards, whatever. Come over, have church, 10 or more, 10 or less. Have church in your home or whatever. You know, you still be able to assemble together, but we're just trying to keep the numbers down, people. Down. Bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you. Y'all stay safe, stay safe. Y'all already know what it is. This is the Crime Chaser, live, unedited, uncut. Black love, black unity, black power to the last hour. And never forget, race first.